Welcome guys, welcome. So today we're going to be talking about nutrition. We're going to talk about how nutrition is king and fad diets are lame. And don't get me wrong, there are some diets that are great and there's some diets that are poor. But the thing is about diets is that every diet that's come out in the last couple decades, every decade there seems to be a new diet that comes out, right? Each one of them focuses on a portion of nutrition that is correct, and that's why you get semblances of good results. That's why you get some of the results you're looking for, but it doesn't teach you holistically why that diet has gotten you results. So without further ado, we need to know more about nutrition, so let's find out why nutrition is king. So again, this is going to be a general overview of the 5 pillars of nutrition. When I say 5 pillars of nutrition, these are the 5 pieces of the puzzle that you need if you want to live a healthy lifestyle and also transform physique into your dream physique. And these 5 pillars of nutrition, they will without a doubt bring you closer to your dream physique. That's a promise. I can guarantee you, if you understand these 5 pillars and you can master these 5 pillars, you will achieve your dream physique. So the first pillar is calorie balance. Calorie balance. Calorie balance is the most important factor in optimizing your physique. Depending on your goal, you'll want to manipulate your calories in 3 ways. And you have your little quote, the first wealth is health, right? So the most important thing in this list is calorie balance. Calorie balance makes up 50% of your physique results. 50%. You'll either need to be in a calorie surplus, calorie maintenance, or calorie deficit depending on your goals. And depending on what you want, you're just going to have to figure it out. So what you need to do is you need to consistently track your calories for, I would say, at least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks. And then watch your scale. Watch your weight scale and see if you've gone up, if you've gone down. If you've gone up, then you're in a surplus. If you've gone down, you're in a calorie deficit. If you maintain for those 2 weeks, you're probably in a maintenance. And again, the longer you go tracking your calories, the more accurate it will be. So you go a whole month and you've consistently gained weight, then you're obviously in a surplus. If you've gone a whole month and you haven't gained a single bit of weight, then you've obviously in a maintenance. And if you've gone an entire month tracking your calories and you've dropped weight, then you're in a deficit. So it's important to track your calories because it will influence how you look to the greatest degree. Number 2 is macronutrient breakdown. So these are your fats, your proteins, and your carbs, right? You can't outrun your fork. So essentially, if you don't have your macronutrients where they need to be, you could be in the right calorie margin that you need to be, but you might not optimize your body. So let's read it right here. This is almost as important as calorie balance, as utilizing your macronutrients wisely will craft and tailor your physique to your goals more accurately. When someone says macros or micronutrients, they are simply referring to their allotment of protein, carbs, and fat. So depending on what type of goals that you have as far as your fitness goals, you might want to rearrange your macros depending on what your results are, so what you're trying to achieve. So if you're a runner, you're going to want a lot more carbs than a power lifter. If you are a bodybuilder, you're not going to want nearly as much, again, as a CrossFitter or a runner. So depending on what you're trying to achieve and your style of training and your overall lifestyle, you're going to want to change things up. So macros makes up an additional 30% of your physique results in a diet. So between macros and calories, you have 80% of your results right there. If you just did these two, you would get most of the results. Well, you get 80% of the results. So the reason why this portion of your diet or nutrition regimen is important is because if your macros aren't in the correct ratio, you'll have a harder time maintaining or gaining or lean muscle mass, and you'll struggle to lose body fat. So essentially, you can just, eat the right amount of calories and lose weight. So for example, say all you ate was carbs. All you ate was carbs and you ate 1,500 calories and your maintenance is 1,800 calories. You're in a 300 calorie deficit. You're going to lose weight, but guess what? You're also going to lose muscle mass because you're not having enough protein. You're not having any protein. So that's why, just to give you a small, simple overview of why macronutrients is important, why you need to have a balanced macro breakdown ratio, because if you want to make sure that you have enough of each category to fulfill each need in your life to fulfill the different roles that you're going to play in your life, as far as activity goes, or even just resting. All right, meal timing. So meal timing is important. Poor meal timing can lead to issues with diet adherence. If you don't have good meal timing, you're not going to adhere to your diet. You're going to be hungry. You may not recover as well. You may not sleep as well. Meal timing is important, and it will add up more to your overall physique results. Meal timing is simply the time and frequency you decide to eat your meals. And also, what affects meal timing is the quantity of the food that you eat. So the more you eat, the more that will affect your digestion. So that affects meal timing as well. This makes up approximately 10% of your results after calories and macros are decided. Utilizing meal timing correctly can help you keep a strong metabolism, keep hunger levels low during deficit phases, and also help optimize muscle gains during surplus hypertrophy phases. So we have a simple breakdown here. 4 meals. Breakfast, 7 a.m. We got some bacon and eggs and some toast. This is just random pictures, honestly, guys, but I'm giving you an idea of how a typical spacing would be. You want essentially 2 to 3 hours between every single meal, right? So between 7 and 12, that's a decent amount. So typically you would want to put a snack there, but that's a 5-hour gap. So you do want to large your meal now. If you have a long span where your main meal is like 4 hours away or 5 hours away from the next eating window, you want to throw in something in there that's going to help curb hunger. So that's why I honestly prefer 5 to 6 meals a day. When I say 6 meals, I mean like maybe 3 regular sized meals, and then 2 to 3 snacks that are small, that are easily digestible, they're quick to get in, because those are what's going to help you get to your next meal without you being dead tired and hungry and fatigued. So yeah, that's it. Let's go on to the next one. Food composition, micronutrients. So this is very important, but for some reason people focus on this far too much, especially people I find that are in their 40s and above. They focus on, I'm eating healthy. Well, you can eat healthy and still be overweight. Our food should be our medicine, and our medicine should be our food. The reason why food composition is important is, and although it doesn't, change too much in the way of your physique, it's not going to help you really achieve your physique goals that much. But it will help you in longevity of life. It will make you healthier overall, and for the long run. Food composition or micronutrients is simply what your food or micronutrients are made of. So essentially your vitamins and minerals. So again, micronutrients compared to macronutrients. This arena of nutrition makes up approximately 5% of your physique results. So like I said in the beginning of this category for food composition, it doesn't add up to a whole lot of your physique results. It will add up if you compound it over time. This should be a lifestyle. Fitness should be a lifestyle. Eating healthy should be a lifestyle. So if you do this for decades, then eating the right type of foods, choosing the right foods with the right food composition will help you achieve your physique goals over time, but not like in the near future. It's just really going to help you with your overall health. So although this category of nutrition does not impact your physique result much, we should absolutely not neglect this portion of your diet, as it benefits our overall health, well-being, and like I said, longevity of life. And finally, hydration and supplements. And this is taken out from one of my favorite books, Diet 2.0 by Renaissance Periodization. A lot of this information, guys, if you want to know, it's actually pulled directly from Diet 2.0. It is a book that is written by exercise scientists, dietitians, the whole nine, people that you can totally trust. If you don't want to trust me, you can trust them. With appropriate supplements, even a less than 1% improvement in a diet phase can lead to measurable differences across a decade. So hydration and supplements. This is, of course, focused on the quantity of water we need to drink for individual needs and supplementation. That combined can help us manipulate our physique up to a whopping 5%. So again, food composition, supplements, and water, something that in general, our society pushes on us and makes us focus on it. And again, I find that a lot of people I have conversations with and people that I jump on consultations with, the people that are in their 40s and above, they focus a whole lot on, oh wow, I eat the right foods, I get enough water, and I have supplements. They'll always ask me about supplements. This adds up to a whopping 5% of your physique results. Do not focus on this. You will easily get this correct because your body will tell you, hey, I'm thirsty, and that will satisfy your water intake for the most part. Some of us have trained ourselves obviously to survive off of less. And that's why it's good to have somebody that's going to keep you accountable and remind you to drink more. But again, this is only 5% of your goals. Water intake is simply a small habit that needs to be stacked in one's diet regimen. Supplements are not necessary for anyone's physique goals, but they can play a part if one is looking to make dieting more convenient and get more out of all their hard work. So again, these are the numbers you want to keep in your back pocket if you want to be consistent with it. And the key word is consistency. You know, food composition, supplementation, hydration. If you're consistent with all three, you will get great results over decades. Not in the next year, not in the next couple of months, decades. So let's just go over everything again to add up the sum, the 100%, where everything matters, where everything counts. Calorie balance, 50% of your physique results. Macronutrient breakdown, 30% of your physique results. Meal timing, 10%. Food composition, 5%. And supplements and hydration, 5%. So, guys, you see it right here. If you were to focus on just calorie balance, macronutrient breakdown, and meal timing, that would be 90% of your goals, 90% of the results. So you can, and I don't want you guys to go and do this, but you can go to McDonald's and get a shredded physique built with muscle. You will get the desired results if you know what to do. You know where to put your calories at, you know where to put your macros at, and you know how to play with meal timing. You'll get your physique results. You will. Well, now the thing that we're missing though is food composition. Now, supplements and hydration, but let's just ignore supplements and hydration and focus on food composition for a second. For those of you that say I eat really healthy, there is somebody out there that is shredded beyond belief with a lot of muscle that's going to McDonald's and Wendy's and Chick-fil-A, multiple times a week, and they can do that because they have maybe they might have good genetics, but aside from genetics, they have the understanding of calorie balance, they have the understanding of macronutrient breakdown, they have the understanding of meal timing, that they can get their results. The results that they're trying to achieve, compared to the person that's eating chicken and broccoli, but they have no idea how to arrange their calories, no idea how to arrange their macros, and no idea how to do the meal timing. So you can eat unhealthy foods and get the results that you want, but you won't be healthy. So the person that does do this and they get the physique results that they want, they will obviously look good, but internally they're not going to be good. They're not going to be healthy. So you want to incorporate all this. You want to incorporate food composition, because food composition, like I said, is overall longevity of life. It's your health. So you want to, have balance. Sometimes go out and eat, have some fun, have some of the junk food that you want, with the awareness of all this stuff that we're talking about here. But still always have the bulk of your food come from nutritious sources, because that's going to really make you feel better. It's going to make you feel good. It's going to give you energy in the gym, energy for life, for daily activities. And so when it comes to supplements and hydration, when you've locked in all the other things, when you've locked in calorie balance, macros, meal timing, food composition, and obviously water, then let's focus on supplements. Then you focus on supplements, and then you're like, all right, well, what can I do with supplements? What can I add into supplements? And guys, it's really basic. The things that we've always known to work are the ones that are tried and true. It's protein powder. It is any protein powder will pretty much do. There's different kinds that are better. Yes, we'll get into that on a different video. Creatine, BCAAs are okay, but they're not necessary. I would even really include BCAAs in that category. So we have whey protein, we have creatine, we have multivitamins, we have omega fish pills, and there's one more thing that I feel like I'm forgetting. But other than that, just your general vitamins and mineral stuff. You don't need anything else. You don't. And I will never suggest steroids for anybody, unless you genuinely need to jump on TRT. Then that's the only thing I would say. All right, guys. So that's it. I hope you learned something, and I hope that you'll come back and watch again. Thank you for jumping on Humble Channel's fitness page, and I'll talk to you again.